The Pawnee Indians hosted the Morrisonville Mohawks in an MSM conference mashup on Tuesday night. And it was Anthony Yatoni who got the Mohawks on the board first. Yatoni came up with a steal on the other end, and Seth Foster capitalized with a three-pointer. The Mohawks jumped out to an early lead, but Pawnee had the answer, with Cade Pusey driving inside. But Levi Williams answered on the other end. And then it was Garrett Gillette who answered for the Indians.
They got a lot of guys that can take it off the dribble, and we just try to not get beat off the dribble out on the wing, because that makes somebody else step up and have to help, and then they're good at dumping down for a layup inside. And they had some guys knock down some threes, and it's kind of a catch-22. You want to close out hard and not give up the three, but at the same time you got guys that are good shooters, and so you kind of pick your poison.
Both teams traded buckets back and forth, like this one from Colton Barrett, and then Braden Copeland had the answer on the other end. It wasn't all offense, as Levi Williams came up with the block on defense. And then Seth Foster showed off some fancy footwork with this step-back three. But Colton Barrett had the answer. In a back-and-forth game, the Morrisonville Mohawks led 26-23 at the half. And the Indians made the halftime adjustment to attack the paint, which worked for most of the time, except for this Seth Foster block. But Pawnee had one of their own. The Indians pounded it inside with Austin Galloway leading the way in the third quarter. The Mohawks relied on Austin Deal, Seth Foster, and Levi Williams for their scoring.
Those three guys are our main scorers and have been and will continue to be. We got a lot of options when we run our offense.
Morrisonville's offense worked fine for most of the game, like this putback from Braden Copeland.
Morrisonville, for most of the game, outplayed us. You know, not that we weren't trying hard, but they went to a higher level. They got a real good team over there. But our kids, during crunch time, you know, when we really emphasized we got to make the plays and we got to get stops on defense, we did it.
That's our biggest problem right now is defending post play. We have to have somebody that's going to step up and be the man to take that away.
We have a lot of options, and we just said until they stop it, we're just going to keep going with it. So he and Pusey, you know, really stepped up in the fourth quarter, but especially the second half. I think we grew up a lot tonight with a young team. We've had some games slip away at the end. We showed a lot more composure, and you know, we made plays at the end. But the big thing, we got 4 or 5 stops in a row in the fourth quarter there, and that was a big difference.
The big difference for Pawnee in the second half was the offensive output from Austin Galloway and Cade Pusey. Galloway scored 19 of his 23 in the second half, and Pusey scored 13 of his 19 in the fourth quarter. And Pawnee was just too much for the Mohawks for 4 quarters, as the Indians scored 23 points in the fourth quarter to go on to win 59-52, as both teams head to the Waverly tournament on Friday.
I hope that we grow up and learn a lot from it. They're pretty frustrated with the loss tonight, but it's a good learning key as long as we use it as that.
It's a huge win for the program as far as the direction we want to go, but also for this season with only one senior.